J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run this play from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Timeout, Oregon.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Moore will throw. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. The toss sweep to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Makes his man miss. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Finds his man. It's Moore.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Moore to the air. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's a draw. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking for a crease, it's Hill. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Ducks will hustle to the line. The play-action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Grabs behind the line, it's Bishop. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to run it in. Complete disaster there. He loses 10.
Two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. SMU 13, Oregon 10.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
It past the marker. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Now they'll try the right side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moore will throw. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Oh, they're after him. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
SMU 13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
A designed run for the quarterback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. SMU 26, Oregon 24.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. The ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for room, it's Hill. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Ducks are flying down the field.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
keep it on the ground to the right. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. More to the air. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Fires left. It's complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Perry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to throw deep right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
First and goal, Oregon.
Moore will throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the right. He's got it. There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Coming up, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Back to throw, it's Reed. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
This is a design run. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
To the air on first down. Looking deep. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Catch in the middle. It's Hill. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Moore will throw. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt in the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He'll start this drive firing. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And they're still firing away even with this lead. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters?